Gary Wright. Can't go wrong with Gary Wright. KBZY 1011. Welcome to the Rick Allen Radio program on 1490 KBZY. How you doing today? It's a Tuesday. By Mart lucky number Tuesday. Thank you for your company. Opening up the show, we're talking with Captain Richard Chesbrough from the Willamette Queen. Good morning, Captain.
Good morning. Good back at you.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
You got a cool hat on. What do they call? What do they call this?
Fisherman hat.
Oh yeah.
Fisherman cap.
Looking good.
But you don't see very many of them in blue. This one's blue.
Oh.
Most of them are black.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, let's talk about when can I go out on the boat? What is the schedule for the remaining weeks of August, and we're into September too, I suppose.
Absolutely. Well, there's not a whole lot for the public this month, because a lot of our cruises are private. And as I mentioned last week, if you've got a group of 10 or more people, you can literally have the entire boat as a private event if you want to. So a lot of the good days are public. But coming up Friday the 21st, we do have a lunch cruise that's open to the public. On Saturday the 29th, is that the 29th? Yeah, the 29th, we have another lunch cruise that's open for the public. And then the next dinner cruise for the public is on September 4th, and that's on a Friday also.
But in between time, there's lots of private events that are booked,
Lots of private events,
well,
right.
That's a good thing, huh?
And now we do have some open days where just nobody has booked them, either public or private. So, like I said, if you've got a group of 10 or more and you want to go out on the boat, just give us a call. We'll make it happen for you.
Team building, or a great retreat,
Sure.
or just a brainstorm session in an atmosphere that's away from the phones and office and whatnot. Sounds like a plan.
Well, there's lots of things people can celebrate. We just had a wonderful retirement party on the boat.
Ooh.
For a guy that was finally retiring.
Wow.
And, oh my God, they just had one hell of a time.
Oh, good.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay, good.
So yeah, whatever excuse you need, or just getting out on the river to enjoy the beauty of the Willamette River.
I like that. Whatever excuse you need. That's
Yep.
great. Well, we've been talking in past radio programs here about the history of the Willamette Queen and or its ancestors. I like to refer to the Willamette River as the I-5 of the olden golden days. And we've talked about in last week all of the sunken boats at the bottom. They're still there, you suppose?
They're all there.
Wow.
Well, I don't know what condition they're in, obviously.
No treasures to be found.
No treasures to be found. There is a fellow down in KBZY, though, that has excavated a lot of the metal parts that he finds in the river. I guess he's got some sort of a metal detector.
Now, I presume this is, you can go there to the bottom of the Willamette and fish this stuff up. It's public domain or something?
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
That's what he's doing.
Wow.
And but the wood, of course, is primarily all gone. But all 55 of the boats that ran up and down this stretch of the river between the waterfalls in Oregon City and Eugene are all still laying on the water.
Holy cow, what a graveyard. Well, let's ask the question. How did they get there? As I said, I refer to the Willamette as the I-5 of the golden days. How did they get to the bottom? I imagine some just wore out, but were there accidents?
There were accidents. The average lifespan of a riverboat, believe it or not, was only 36 months. The average of all those boats. And
Whoa.
The reason why is because they were made out of wood. They had fairly thin, skin bottoms. So if they happened to hit a deadhead in the water, which is a log that has sunk and gotten stuck in the bottom, and it's actually either just under the surface or just above. But of course they didn't have lights at night, so they couldn't see them. But if they hit one of those, the boat was a goner.
Ooh. I guess getting a loan for 48 months is not happening.
That's right.
So
of course they burned wood, and a lot of it, as I told you last week.
Yeah.
And those are always prone to fire. They had boilers because they were steam powered. Boilers are prone to blowing up.
Ooh.
And we had some notable explosions on the boats on
Wow.
this river. One quick funny story about that: there was a boat that blew up just south of the Shampoo area, and when it blew, the captain and the co-pilot in the pilot house, it blew right underneath the pilot house, blew the pilot house clean off the boat, And of course, in those days, they had just a single smokestack. Well, as they were flying through the air, heading towards the shore, the newspaper said that the pilot could see the co-pilot looking through the smokestack. And that was, I mean, both of them survived, obviously.
Yeah.
But the write-up in the paper had to tell that little story, that little caveat.
Holy explosions. Yeah. Well, so were there actual accidents? Did boats run into each other?
Probably so. I don't recall any right offhand. There was a lot of racing going on because the rule of the river was the first riverboat that got to the dock got to pick of whatever freight was to be loaded on.
Yeah.
So they would pick the most lucrative freight. It might have been horses, it might have been cattle, it might have been wheat, whatever it was. And the guy that came in second got the leftovers. So there was a whole lot of racing, boats right alongside of each other. It made it kind of fun for them too. Yeah.
Now river levels were quite different back then, right?
There was more water in the river. Yes, absolutely.
And so it was a little faster paced.
And well, you got to understand that without dredging, this river brings 6 million tons of new gravel downstream every year.
Ooh.
And so we haven't done any dredging in the river since 1937. So it's getting shallower and shallower all the time. Yeah, all the time.
But these boats were still built for 18 inches or so?
Most of the river boats were less than 20 inches in draft. Yeah. And even the city of Salem, which was the largest of the river boats on the river, at 350 tons, only drew 18 inches of water.
Now, you mentioned some weeks ago, the year you started the Willamette Queen was in the 90s, was it?
98.
98?
Yep.
Before that time, when was the last riverboat on the Willamette in our area? Do you know?
I want to say 1917, I think was.
No fooling.
Yeah.
So you brought back a tradition that was really, really old.
So when I did my first trip downriver for dry docking, there was a big write-up in the Statesman Journal about us reliving the old days.
I guess.
And because we carried passengers downriver with us, and that was the first time in many, many years that passengers have been able to ride a riverboat all the way to port.
Wow. Okay, now recently, apparently, Oregon Public Broadcasting has been on board?
Yes. OPB was on board, I think it was in November of this past year.
So have they run something on TV yet?
They did a beautiful thing, and it's now on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
All you got to do is type in Willamette Queen, and you'll see it. But it gives you a great look at the boat and some fun stuff that we do. The guy that they sent up was hilarious, you know, and was having fun looking through my binoculars and my telescope and playing with my guns and whatever. But that's what it's all about. It's making memories and having fun, and we're trying to uphold that legacy. Even though our boat was not of the same vintage as the old wooden ones were, thank goodness.
No boiler explosions.
No boiler explosions. Yeah, diesel hydraulics is not going to blow up.
And I don't have to pull into Buc-ee's to get some wood to fire up the thing, right?
That's true. That's true. Yep.
All right. So to experience this, we go onto YouTube and just type in Willamette Queen.
Yes.
And then if we really want to be a part of the whole show, how do we get a hold of you?
Well, you can call the office number, which is always answered by a human being. No AI, no recordings, nothing. So Barbara will answer the phone, and she can answer all your questions. And that's 503-371-1103. Talking
with Richard Chesborough, Willamette Queen Captain. And we can also go on board with the website of WillametteQueen.info.
Yep.
All right, very good. Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome.
Have a great week and a good cruise.
Thank you very much.